Finally, I uploaded something. Which means you probably don't know who I am. Hi, I'm Pixelator5 versus Debating Connoisseur, patron of Galaxy Video, and proud member of the Death Battle Wiki, and Multiverses. No, not that Multiverses, Discord servers. Chances are the Chiaki PogChamp profile pic gave it away if you knew who I am already. But anywho, Death Battle is currently in its 10th season. Now, I am no stranger to Death Battle. I first watched Mario vs. Sonic 2011, and I went on and off throughout my childhood and adolescence. Now, why would I tell you all this? Well, I'm doing a top 5 countdown on matchups I want to see. Blame the French egg bowl Tarok for getting me interested in doing a countdown. I don't have a set of rules or anything. These are just matchups I think will be really fun and I really want to see happen. Eventually.
I have a dream that one day you'll take a shower.
The art of reforming society through the better through organized crime. And who better for a death battle than the leaders have said, you know what, screw it. Joker has the best shot of winning here, no doubt about it. The connections are alright, but the reason why everyone's so drawn to it is trying to figure whether or not Joker could be affected by Gold Experience Requiem. If I remember correctly, Joker nearly survived getting erased from existence, but at the same time, Gold Experience Requiem isn't existence erasure, it's causality erasure. So I'm not qualified to talk about any of this, but yeah. Funny GER debate.
Cheeseburgers!
It's Diet Balrog versus TJ Combo. What more could you want? From what I know, Mac has superhuman speed, superhuman strength, and superhuman durability, while Ippo only has superhuman technique. It doesn't help him at all that not only Mac's taken out opponents plenty of times heavier than him, he's dodged punches that can create after images and taken blows that can tear down buildings and send balls flying. Mac claps him so hard that we don't even need to scale him to Donkey Kong's Moon Punch. I've never read Hajime no Ippo, but I have a good feeling that for a boxing anime that's a lot more grounded than the zaniness of Punch-Outs, Ippo's gonna be down for the count for good.
There's too many mommies!
I got 3 words for you. Abusive CEO MILFs. I don't have much to say that except that 1, these ladies are hot, 2, Luzamine has and scales to Necrozma, and 3, Monster Knows Best is pretty good. GG's, Regio. GG's. And speaking of GG's...
It's radical!
Man, aren't I just good with segues? Look at it. Radical teens, radical art. Yes, I prefer this to Inkling versus the Ninjala Kid. Yes, I prefer this to Inkling versus the Blob. And Bomb Rush Cyberpunk isn't out yet, so this is the best matchup I know for Pete because I don't vibe with Jake from Subway Surfers. Other than that, the music would slap, and the fight choreography would be really neat and aerial and acrobatic as they just swim and skate around some sort of Splatoon-esque skate park. The tricks would be wild. Ooh, what about honorable mentions? Pepsi Man versus Cool Spot. Junko versus Springtrap. Yep, I actually like this matchup, even if it is for shits and giggles. I feel like Junko and Monokuma should be fighting as one in versus battles, so that's why I'm not too keen on Monokuma versus Core Sensei. I don't vibe with Springtrap versus Chucky, and I prefer old Willie Afton against Chris and the other Joker. I just want to see this happen for the funny. Alright, if you know me well, you know exactly what my number 1 is. And without further ado, here it is. It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Heaven Ascension Dio versus Infinity Ultron. Yup. The greatest matchup of all time. Heaven Ascension Dio versus Infinity Ultron. Let's start with a connection, shall we? Villains that were defeated in their main timeline but succeeded in another universe. After obtaining their goals, their powers reached godhood with various items, being the souls of 36 sinners and the Infinity Stones. They soon became aware of the multiverse via someone outside of their own universe, being President Funny Valentine and the Watcher, who soon assembled a team, the main JoJos, and the Guardians of the Multiverse to fight against them. But they were soon defeated by someone with similar powers to them, being Jotaro and Doctor Strange Supreme. And the fight, I already wrote a script for it, which I feel like it still needs tweaking. Imagine at the climax, every single punch they land shatters reality, glitching the universe like in Trunks vs. Silver. And maybe even cracking the screen from how powerful these two reality-warping gods are. Not to mention the various uses for the Infinity Stones like rewinding time, summoning Legion of Ultron sentries, etc. And the music should slap as well, possibly drawing from a mix of Hell Over Heaven and Infection Perfection. Imagine it gradually distorting and becoming more dramatic and badass as reality is tearing at the seams. Perfection. This is my number one pick for Death Battle to eventually do, and I really hope they do it as a finale. This is definitely something they need to take their time on, so it can look its absolute best. Multiple animation styles, please?